Mama, I knew the answer, but still I lost marks. Knowledge is there, hard work is there, but marks still slip away. The report card doesn't say child lost marks because of rushing. It only shows 82. Parents, how many times has your child said this after exam? Mama, I knew the answer, but still I lost marks because of a small mistake, Mama. We often call them silly mistakes. But the truth is, they are not accidents, they are patterns. And unless we, as parents, consciously work on them, they keep repeating. And the earlier we help our child notice and work on these patterns, the easier it becomes for them to learn and grow. Now the challenge is, these mistakes don't happen because the child is not intelligent. They happen because of carelessness, lack of focus, and rushing. Your child writes 7 into 8 is equal to 54 instead of 56, or forgets a full stop, or skips the last page of the question paper. Knowledge is there, hard work is there, but marks still slip away. And slowly, the child begins to lose confidence and feel, no matter how much I study, something always goes wrong. Maybe I'm just not good enough. And that thought hurts more than the mistake itself. And as parents, our natural reaction is, Beta, why don't you just be more careful? But has that ever really worked? Mistakes don't go away just by saying this line or with scolding or pressure. They go away with awareness and training. Think of it like this. Your child actually scored 90 marks worth of correct answers, but 8 marks slipped away through mistakes. The report card doesn't say child lost marks because of rushing. It only shows 82. And then what happens? The child feels punished or guilty in their heart for something that could have been prevented. And we parents, in our heart, we worry, sometimes add even more pressure. But remember, pressure multiplies mistakes. Awareness and calmness reduce them. So parents, what to do? How do we help our children not fear mistakes but learn from them? Let's talk about some practical tips you can start using right at home. First is strengthen basics. Make it playful. Many mistakes happen because foundations are shaky. For example, your child knows multiplication, but in speed, they write 7 into 8 is equal to 54 instead of 56, right? Instead of saying revise tables again and again, make it playful. Beta, let's race. Tell me 7 into 8 before I count to 3. And then learning feels light. Observation improves. So strong basics means fewer mistakes. Once the foundation is strong, the next step is help your child slow down enough to notice the details. Read the question twice. Most mistakes are not from lack of knowledge, but from rushing, like writing synonyms when question asked for opposites. At home, gently remind them, Beta, questions are like friends. If you listen to them carefully, they tell you exactly what they want. Teach them to underline keywords. That one habit saves many marks. But of course, exams have time limits. So how do we balance carefulness with speed? Give small mock papers at home with a timer, maybe for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But the key is, when mistakes happen, they don't need scolding. Instead, sit and ask, which mistakes happened because of rushing and which is because of confusion. This reflection trains awareness. Speed becomes calm, not panicked. And what's the best way to ensure mistakes don't repeat? Give children a way to track them consciously. Give your child a small notebook, call it their mistake friend. After every test, let them write things like, forgot to carry over in addition, skipped the last question in question paper, wrote THEIR instead of THERE. And then the magic trick is, Don't let them see these as failures. This is magic, huh? Tell them these are not silly mistakes. These are your beautiful mistakes, teacher mistakes, because each one is your teacher in disguise. When they review this diary before next test, they enter the exam hall with awareness already built in. And parents, that awareness is more valuable than marks because it trains the child's mind to observe and improve. But sometimes mistakes don't come from weak knowledge. They come from a restless mind. An anxious child forgets even what they know. So teach them this 30-second ritual. Close eyes, breathe in, breathe out, smile. Then let them do heartfulness relaxation and then begin. Remind them, your calm mind is your biggest strength in the exam hall. But yes, calmness must be balanced with caution too. So here is your 6th tip. Sometimes children say, oh, this is so easy, I know this, and they skip rechecking. So gently remind, winners trust themselves but also respect the paper. Check once more before moving on. That 30-second review can save 3 marks. And of course, the best practice is to simulate the real thing. Parents, once in a while, let's create a little exam hall right at home. A simple desk, a little silence, a fixed time. Why? Because more our children know that feeling here at home, the less it will scare them outside. New atmosphere will not shake them. Instead, they will sit calmer, more centered, and write with confidence. And this small practice makes a big difference. Now parents, it's time to talk about the biggest shift. And believe me, the biggest shift is not in how your child practices. The real shift is in how we respond as parents. Our tone, our words, our whole presence. These shape their courage more than any book or worksheet ever can. Instead of saying, be more careful, say, great, now we know what to improve. This changes the child's mindset from fear to growth, from shame to self-belief. Parents, remember, mistakes are not enemies. They are lessons wearing masks. If we teach children to fear mistakes, they will fear exams. But if we teach them to learn from mistakes, they will start loving learning. So next time your child says, Mama, I made a silly mistake again, hold their hands and whisper, no beta, that was your beautiful teacher mistake and it just made you wiser. Because marks may come and go, but the confidence to face exams without fear, that is the real gift we can give our children. Thank you for watching.